acted as an advocate for the trees.
I thank His Excellency, the President, William Samoei Ruto, for the trust he has placed in me by nominating me to serve our nation in this important global diplomatic role. I have been involved in several environmentally sustainable initiatives, including collaborating with the late Noble Lorraine Wangari Maathai and her Green Belt movement, and advocacy for such as tree planting.
Dr. Ida went ahead and declared her net worth as 500 million Kenyan shillings after she was asked what her net worth was. She promised the committee, if approved, she will help to stop the killing of the planet.
My net worth, Mr. Chairman, this is a very interesting question because there are things that belongs to me, Ida, and then there are things that belongs to the family, the Ginga family, for whom I also have interest. But my net worth is about 500 million. And if approved by this esteemed committee, I intend to do my level best to help stop killing our planet.
The Member of Parliament of Suba North Millicent went ahead and congratulated Dr. Ida Odinga, saying she's overqualified for the position.
Honorable Ida Odinga, aka Mama, is overqualified for this position. And indeed, I just want to also congratulate, I don't think in this committee or in this parliament, we've ever seen this level of skill.
Ziparagaturia for GBS.
Now moving on, Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki has reiterated the government's commitment to complete about 6,000 kilometers of state road project across the country. Speaking after inspecting the construction of the Taveta Illicit Road, Kindiki held the securitization fund, which offset about 175 billion shillings in the pending bills owned by road constructors. While throwing barbs at the opposition, the Deputy President called on leaders to issue the development scorecard instead of propagating divisive politics. Kindiki was inspecting various government projects in Taita Taveta County.
Time inaisha, wanaenda hakuna barabara. Ni kweli si kweli? Na kwa sababu ya matatizo ya hii barabara, wakulima wengi wamepoteza mazao yao ya shamba kwa sababu ya barabara mbovu. Wakati uchumi umeanza kuonyesha dalili ya kudhibitika, sasa tumetafuta pesa ya kutosha ya kujenga barabara.
And now moving on, Oburu Oginga has indicated that the Orange Democratic Movement, ODM, is open to standing for the Deputy President position in a future power-sharing arrangement. Speaking during a party engagement meeting, he explained that the decision is aimed at strengthening unity and maximizing ODM's influence within a broader coalition framework. Oginga noted that strategic negotiations are necessary to secure the party's interest and ensure representation rather at the highest level of government. In conclusion, he emphasized that ODM's priority remains forming alliances that enhance stability, inclusivity, and national development. Yeah, the details.
And as party leader of ODM, as I have said before, we want now to move ahead and start negotiations with our broad-based partners who are called ODA. We are going to negotiate with them. We are not on the side of one term, on the side of two terms. We are on the side of strengthening our party so that our party goes to those negotiations with strong numbers, and we go there with a clear agenda for our people. First of all, to implement the 10-point agenda. Secondly, to implement some party policies which are different from the ones of UDA. And thirdly, to ensure that our party gets its fair share of government in terms of development and in terms of position. And we are going to negotiate hard. We are not going to leave anything out. Those who thought that we are not going to demand for deputy president, that is one of them. We must demand because, it is not the only issue, but it is one of them. So whether it is disturbing some people or it is catching them on the wrong side, that is not really our worry. Our worry is our people, our worry is our party, our worry is our share, what we are going to get, and we want to, in future, be in power.
In other news, the Emerging Leaders Alliance at Pwani University is urging young people across the country to turn out and register as voters to enable them to participate in the upcoming general election. Speaking at the university, the leaders also encouraged youth to step forward and vie for various leadership positions without fear. Here are the details.
Mimi ningependa kuwahimiza kwamba tujitokeze kwa idadi kubwa ili tuweze kuchukua kura, kwa sababu kura ndio itakuwa ni silaha yetu kama vijana ili kuweza kuleta uongozi unaofaa, uongozi bora.
We have seen most of political parties in Kenya, they don't even give us that space to express ourselves. But I want to tell them, 2027, we shall be in the dining table to make the leadership of this country. Comrades, power. And I want to urge all the youths across the nation that let us come out in large numbers, let us register as voters in this country, and let us be decision makers in this leadership of this country.
As youths, and especially to us as students, we have been facing some of the financial challenges that we can use to sustain ourselves while in the campus. We lack bursaries, and our leaders who are in those positions are looting our money.
Lengo letu kama vijana ni kwenda kutafuta solution ya hizo problems zenye tunapitia. Juu sisi ndio tunapitia. Tunafaa kutafuta solutions na tutapata solutions kama tutafanya siasa ya amani.
Well, it's time for us to take a short break. Keep your feedback streaming into our social media platform at GBS TV Africa. The SMS line is always 21144. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Mambo VP. Welcome to Echo Muziki. This is the best gospel show in East and Central Africa. My good name is Benzi, but you can call me the true ninja, and of course I'm not alone. I'm with the baddest, the illest, the freshest, Mr. Chicky, DJ Jalaz with a Z. Yes, sire. This is where we bring you the top gospel song of the week. The top 10 best gospel jams in the week, of course. And of course we bring you the best gospel news. And of course the freshest interviews from the best guests. Catch us live each and every Saturday starting from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So make sure you tell your friend, to tell our friend, to tell his friend that this is the best show. Only on GBS TV Africa.
We are going to go straight to the topic of the day, which is AI in education. AI in education.
AI is called artificial intelligence. I think this is something that computer.
If you just write everything that's on ChatGPT, when you're going to your work or whatever you want to do, your interview, you're gonna feel miserable.
We are going to use AI to show out your creativity. Then that's not really you who did it, but like there's AI and there's you combined together.
AI should be just there to maybe enhance your points, but not just to generate for you a answer.
I think it's like 50-50 because sometimes it's like yeah, you're just using it to like enhance like your creativity, and then other times it's like you're just stealing other people's ideas. You're not like really thinking.
GBS. Welcome back to the bulletin here at GBS News at 9, where we make your news our business. And now moving on. 4 suspects have been arrested and are being detained at Bangale police station following a security operation targeting illegal logging and charcoal burning within community forests in Tana River County. Tana River County Forest officer led the crackdown. Jaffa Galole, working jointly with officers from Bagal police station, the operation has focused on the area of Wolves, Kambi, Kaniki, and Baleneka, which authorities describe as hotspots for forest destructions. Here are the details.
Kwa hayo, kwa vile hakuna madenge upande huu, wamesema kwamba hawahitaji watu kuja kuharvest miti yao ya indigenous, so wamesema hawataki mambo mbakaa tena. Na sisi kama ofisi watakuwa tunaserve interest ya wananchi. Kama wenyewe wamesema hawataki watu kukata environment na kutengeneza mbakaa kwao, hivyo ndio mambo itakuwa. Na way forward katika mkutano wetu ni kwamba hakuna mambo ya makaa upande wa Bangal.
Kuna cartels. Kuna wale wazee, kuna watu wachache, siwezi sema ni wazee peke yake. Kuna wale wazee wachache wa jamii ambayo ndio wanasimamia hizi camps. Wao wanafaidika, lakini community in general wanaumia. Tumewapatia siku moja, tutawaita kesho hapa, tuambie watoe wale watu wote wao wenye kwa ile camp. Wapelekwe nyumbani, hatutaki kuona mtu mmoja pale.
Na tumeharamisha makaa isiendelee. Na tukotoa idhini ya kuwa na amri kwa wale maofisa wa forest pamoja na security agents. Yule mzee ambaye ako na kambi ya kuchoma makaa, kambi yake ikiingiliwa na amekuja akija kwa ofisi, tumemwambia yule mzee pia awekwe ndani ashtakiwe, na yule mzee mwingine ambaye atakayekujia kumtetea yeye pia wao.
And now, President William Ruto has pledged to allocate 2 billion Kenya shilling in the next financial year to partially settle government arrears owed to Methodist University during a meeting with leaders of the Methodist Church in Kenya at State House, Nairobi. He acknowledged the state owns over 120 billion Kenya shillings to universities and said reforms under the new student-centered funding model have stabilized public institutions. The president also announced progress on major infrastructure projects, including the new Nithi Bridge and the Makutano Ebu Meru Maua Road, while urging support for the proposed National Infrastructure Fund. In conclusion, Ruto called for stronger church-government partnership in development, healthcare, and the fight against drug abuse among the youth. Here are the details.
That is the truth. Sinamna hiyo. Na kwa sababu hiyo tuko na madeni ya universities almost 120 billion. So wakati nimekuja nikasema kwanza inasemekana ukikutikana umeingia kwa shimo, kitu ya kwanza unafanya you stop digging kwanza. Unawacha kwanza because the more you dig the more unazama. Kuna bridge hapo imesumbua sisi na nakumbushwa kila siku inaitwa Nithi Bridge. Hiyo Nithi Bridge contractor amefika hapo kwa hapo. na tumemwambia hiyo ni the bridge. We will build a modern bridge there. Vile vile kwa mapenzi ya Mungu, either end of this year or early next year, tunataka kuanzisha dual carriageway ya kutoka hapo Makutano mpaka Maua. We have a serious challenge of drug abuse, alcohol abuse. It is destroying our children. It is destroying the next generation of Kenyans. It cannot be done by the state alone. We can use the law, we can use all the other interventions, but there is a moral issue that the church must address. You know, please, that is my ask of the Methodist Church. The mentorship of our children, the mentorship of our young people, the moral character of the young people of Kenya. Parents, the church, we must step up because there is a responsibility there that is required of all of us. Yeah, naomba hapo.
Now, Kiharu Member of Parliament Dindi Nyoro has criticized the government proposal to introduce toll charges on road constructed under previous administration, urging leaders to reconsider the move. Speaking during a public address in Kiharu, Murang'a County, he questioned why motorists should pay for infrastructure already funded through the taxpayers' money. Nyoro urged that reintroducing tolls would burden citizens amid a tough economic climate and rising cost of living. He maintained that instead of imposing new charges, the government should explore alternative infrastructure financing models that protect wananchi for additional financial strain. In conclusion, the Member of Parliament called for public participation and policy review before implementing any road tolling framework.
Is being used by Kenyans who pay PAYE, who pay VAT, who pay fuel levy. Fuel levy is supposed to build roads. So they are already taxed enough to build an infrastructure called road. And then you make them pay at all. You already paying rent. And then somebody is coming to tell you, where you pay rent, you need to pay money for a living levy. That's what you are doing. And you'll be paying it daily. You already pay taxes. We should build it for you. And then you are telling you, oh, you also need to pay for it. So that's why I'm saying the expansion of Mombasa Road, the expansion of all these other roads, even if you want to toll whatever you are building, at least spare Kenyans from paying for the roads that were built for free by the previous governments. Those of us other governments had other mechanisms to use our taxes correctly, to use our borrowed monies correctly and optimally. They were able to build free to use public goods. Please, whatever you want to expand, but leave the previous road free as it used to be. Just the expressway from Westlands, you have a choice to use the down one. But you can't say you are building at hii ya gorofa, ati utoro mpaka hii ya chini, ilijengwa hapo pereni. So Mombasa Road ikiexpandiwa, ile ilijengwa na Kibaki, ile ilijengwa na Kenyatta, na Moi, na Kibaki, na Uhuru, hiyo yote hatutalipa. Kama unataka kulipisha, wewe lipisha ile unataka kujenga. Thika Road ikijengwa, kama inawekwa expressway, kama ni ya gorofa ama ni underground, sawa. Lakini ilijengwa na President Mwai Kibaki, musirete hiyo clever.
It's time for us to take a short break. Keep your feedback streaming into our social media platform at GBS TV Africa. SMS line is always 21144. We will be right back. Stay tuned.
A student can transition from other curriculums, such as the Kenyan CBC curriculum, the Pearson EdXL curriculum, and the IB curriculum, to the Cambridge curriculum.
a grade 4 student at Waridi Utawala School. When I grow up, I like to be a supermodel, a doctor, a dermatologist, so that I can advise little children to deal better with their skin problems.
When was the first time ulianza sasa when was the first time you got your first title? Do you prefer painting, drawing, or playing outside?
Drawing.
Drawing. Oh, you also like to draw?
Dear future Aurelie, I'm advising you that to do better on your exams, to care for people, to care about yourself, and do good things. And if you have an opportunity, do it. Any opportunity, even if it's modeling, dancing, singing, anything.
Hi kids! Welcome to Kids Mind, where we learn, we laugh, and we explore. So kids, are you ready to listen to our today's Bible story? Are you ready to listen?
You're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands.
Samson was a mighty man was he. Samson was a mighty man was he. Samson was a mighty man was he. Between a want or a need, which one is more wise?
Everywhere, GBS.
Now, welcome back to the bulletin. It's time for your most favorite segment of the bulletin, the sports news. Let's get sporting. Now, Azam FC booked their place in the next round of the CLGB Bank Federation Cup with a hard-fought 1-0 win over Edumenti FC at the Azam complex, bouncing back from their recent continental defeat to Wydad Casablanca. Despite rotating the squad, Azam controlled possession and relied on late pressure to break down a stubborn defense, securing a defense boosting clean sheet. The victory keeps their domestic cup ambitions alive alongside rivals Young Africans SC and Siba SC as they now turn focus back to their league clash against Mtibwa Sugar FC. Here are the details.